Test, 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 test. We're 3.5 minutes away from tip-off. Test, test. No.
Yeah, we back. Hoop State Network reporting live. Anthony Simmons, Carmel Christian High School, Carmel Christian Tip-Off Classic. It's me, your guy, Hoop State Simmons, along with my guy, David Katz. We got Combine Academy, the Burlington School. David, welcome back, man.
Thank you, man. It's great to be back. It's great to be back on the headset and here in the Hoop State Network.
I definitely think this is going to be an interesting game. The difference is this year with both of these teams is this. They both have two brand new coaches. You have TBS, Ryan Bernardi, went to Prolific Prep, great upgrade. Now George Marshall from Henderson Collegiate, won a state championship there. Great coach at TBS, brand new roster. Zion Walker's the big time returner. Jordan Durham, a cast of new characters you'll be introduced to today. Now you have Combine Academy. Jeff McGinnis, gone. Mike Wright in. Mike Wright was at Liberty Heights last year. Brings in Silas Demary Jr. They got Trentyn Flowers, Rakease Passmore, Collin Tanner, and another cast of characters. And honestly, Combine might have the hottest uniforms in the country. They out here looking like the Minnesota Timberwolves. Navy blue, white, and teal. I love the look. Coach Mike always does a great job with his uniforms, and I'm very, very intrigued and interested to see this matchup. Now, when you talk about it from a basketball perspective, I think Combine has a few heavier hitters, but at the same time, George Marshall's a great coach. He's made his name off big games. He's came here before with Henderson Collegiate and really competed against when he was outmatched against Moravian Prep in year one, and they had a really, really good showing. So you know George Marshall is going to come up with a game plan, and I think it's going to be, can Combine's offense overcome the zone defense of Burlington School?
I'm excited for this matchup because, like you had mentioned, this is basically two totally new teams. There's a lot of new guys, a lot of new faces, and so this is the biggest scale that you can do it on to start the year, right? This is the biggest way that you can get started and the biggest way to show who you are. These two teams are trying to find a sense of identity coming into this game, and this is going to be a fantastic matchup to see who comes out on top.
Absolutely. So you see Combine Academy starting out, Silas Demary Jr., the USC commit, Rakease Passmore, Trentyn Flowers, Asa White, and Kendall Campbell. For TBS, Stephen Lassiter, Cam Flippin, Jordan Durham, Savion Taylor, and Zion Walker. Combine wins the tip. You got it, David.
Asa White wins the tip, and we are underway here from Carmel Christian as Kendall Campbell stands at the top of the arc. He'll work to his left. Now he'll dish it off to Silas Demary. Demary trying to find his way inside the arc, working his way towards the baseline, and a quick turnover. It's Zion Walker down the other way, carving his way into the paint, and that one slips off his hands. No contact made. It'll be Combine basketball.
That's a tough play to start the game off for Silas Demary. You can tell Mike Wright wanted the three-point shot, and to take that hard bump and kind of turn it over. You know you don't want to start the game off that way, but I'm pretty sure Silas is going to shake it off this next possession.
Silas Demary Jr. will walk it down the court, being covered by Cam Flippin. Demary Jr., he'll dish it in to Campbell. Now a little bit of ball movement here as it's in the hands of Rakease Passmore. Now back into the hands of Campbell, going up for the bucket. Can't get it to go. It's picked up by TBS. Zion Walker back the other way, but a quick turnover falls into the hands of Trentyn Flowers, and Flowers able to finish it on his own.
That's a grown man move. Oh, take the bump, lay me, 2-0 Combine. Purple Flowers.
Heavy press defense here from Combine, trying to force a turnover. Almost had one there, but Zion Walker able to collect it. And another ball that slips off of his hands.
Yeah, Rakease Passmore got to have that steal there. Was in very plain view. The ball was in the air. His athleticism is through the roof. You would like to see him steal that and go downtown for a highlight.
Durham on the inbound, looking for anybody. Combine's got most people covered up. As finally they're able to get it into the hands of Hagedorn, or excuse me, Camp Flippin. Flippin now.
So I do love the backcourt. Cam Flippin from Greensboro Dudley. And then you got Zion Walker. 2 point guards, 2 very skilled players. Oh, Trentyn Flowers is warm purple. Flowers for 3.
Beautiful shot up from the near corner. 5-0. Still heavy press defense set on by the Goats. Now Zion Walker. He'll set at the top, trying to run a play for TBS.
I honestly think that was really good defense there by Combine, because you know Zion Walker really isn't going to shoot the 3 on that skip, so they did a good job shading.
That was a great job covering up the paint, too. Looked like he had a lane, and 2 Goats were able to come in there and block him up.
Good pass, too much traffic. Kendall still got to catch that basketball, though.
Jordan Durham comes away with the turnover, now back into the hands of their leader, Zion Walker. He's covered up by number 4, Kendall Campbell. This will be an interesting matchup to watch all night. See how Walker approaches it. He'll get a screen, trying to work his way to the right. Now entering from the right wing.
God.
Little step back shot, can't go.
He snatched keys.
Picked up by Rakease Passmore. Now Flowers dishing it into Campbell. Campbell pull up from just inside the corner, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Jordan Durham.
You know what, honestly though, I like Combine's approach of feeding Campbell early. He's missed 2 shots, but both of those shots look in rhythm and good. I hope he continues to stay aggressive.
Keep giving him shots and they'll start to fall. It's what you do with your playmakers. Now TBS still looking for their first points of the game. Combine's defense has been impeccable. Kick to the left wing, shot up and off the front of the rim for Savion Taylor. Whistles blow.
So one thing you want to see with Combine is, and you look at it at home, take a look at 25, Asa White. Came there from GBB. Very versatile defender, 6'8", somebody can switch out, guard multiple positions, a switch RB knife for the Goats.
Well, now that you're in this position, I mean, it's only 5-0, but the TBS offense has had pretty much nothing going for it so far. And so what do you think that down in the huddle George Marshall and his guys are talking about right now?
I mean, honestly, I think you just got to say settle down. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm pretty sure that Coach Marshall had a game plan. It's just right now Combine's pressure and them hitting some early baskets has them a little frazzled. For a Combine, I think, honestly, it could be 10-0 if there was a couple plays on the defensive end where they could have created offense from their defense with their steals. So I think for TBS, you want to get a stop here and go down and get a basket and try to see if the game can settle. If Combine scores here, it could be ugly early.
Well, we've seen Zion Walker try to go to the basket a couple times, but Combine's been all over him. He hasn't had any success so far on the floor. Now Silas Demary Jr., he'll swing it out to Trentyn Flowers. Nice little spin move to enter the arc. Now on the pivot foot, he'll kick it back out to Rakease Passmore.
You know, I would love to see Rakease be more ready on the catch.
Trying to find a hole into the paint. Quick move, shot won't go for Silas Demary Jr., rebounded by Flowers. He can't get it.
That's a bucket, though. Oh.
Third offensive rebound, that's an air ball. Collin Tanner couldn't get it. Tanner trying to go up again, and whistles blow as that one swatted down. Love
the sub by Mike Wright getting Collin Tanner into the game. Collin Tanner, one of the best offensive rebounders in the state of North Carolina. My nickname for him, 6'6", as good as it gets. Richmond commit, going to the free throw line for 2. Little short on the floater. Or I guess they call it on the floor, so Combine got a baseline out of bounds. If you're a Combine, you want a bucket here. You want to be greedy.
It's the second foul on the Burlington school. So call on the floor. Silas Demary Jr. quick inbound to the corner. Hits off the top of the bucket. That shot was up by Passmore. Still recovered by Combine. The offensive rebounds has been leading the charge here as that's a 3-ball that gets to go. Trentyn Flowers knocks down his first points of the game.
Flowers got that thing going tonight, and he has a ton of offers with CNY the Carmel Christian Tip-Off Classic.
TBS trying to find their first points, working quickly down. Another 3-ball can't go for Savion Taylor.
See, that's very tough. You got A0 Combine, you shooting a quick 3. I understand that's one of the shooters for TBS, but I would like to see him break the press and then get back into something.
That's the second shot that Savion Taylor has taken from beyond the arc. Both of them have been very forced. As there's a turnover,
Get on
Silas
the rim,
Demary Jr. back the other way.
Get on the rim, Demary. Silas Demary Jr.
10-0 Combine. Still putting pressure on TBS.
Mike Wright is turned up. I'm going to keep it real. Combine's coaching staff clean, okay? Definitely look like Sunday at church. I understand it. They're about business, new uniforms, brand new suits. I like it 10-0 goats.
They got the New Balances on. Silas Demary Jr., quick kick out. It's Flowers for three, can't get it to go.
That was a great read. Also, the roof would have came off if he'd have scored that. Oh, my gosh. Donnie, where's Donnie? Donnie, I need you. I didn't know Trentyn Flowers had a vertical like that.
Man, Flowers likes his name on the broadcast, doesn't he?
Yeah. You know what, though? Me and Webb was kind of talking earlier. Like, Hoop State has been awaiting that explosion from Trentyn Flowers. Like, everybody in the country knows this kid. You know what I'm saying? A lot of big-time games, a lot of big-time plays. Like I said, got a Carolina offer. The offers are all around. He got it warm right now.
Silas Demary Jr. trying to do it himself. He runs into 4 TBS defenders. Whistle blows, foul on the court. And so we talked about it. It was who was going to get their name called and who was going to start this season off right, and Trentyn Flowers has done just that.
Absolutely. Combine has a ton of shooting on the floor right now, too. Oh, my gosh.
There's Flowers again. He loses that one as he tries to go up. Rebounded by Jordan Durham.
Good hands by Jordan Durham.
Can't flip it. Now they'll settle down. Even with the way Combine's playing defense, nothing is safe from beyond the volleyball line right now. Flipping, trying to work his offense. He'll just pull up deep for three, and that one's nowhere close.
Oh, they're running. Good pitch ahead. Get on the rim, young fella.
Nice bucket, a nice finish from Flowers.
Silas Demary Jr., quarterback toss. Oh, lay me.
Panthers need to sign him right now. And another turnover for TBS. And
right now with subs, they just put in Keshawn Brown, they put in Collin Tanner. Now all of a sudden, Rakease Passmore in for Trentyn Flowers. Mike Wright got it working right now. 12-2 goats.
It has been all Combine Academy so far. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first. Demary Jr. covered up by Flippin. Jr. spinning his way into the paint, loses that one, and a turnover forced by Flippin. Now back the other way. Another loose ball, and TBS able to save that into the hands of Zion Walker. Walker goes up, and that's going to be a foul.
Yeah, I agree with Coach Wright right now. Talking to Silas, telling him just relax. He did start his move too fast on that turnover. Slippery rock, and put TBS in the opportunity now where Zion Walker gets 2 free throws.
Well, this is all about, I mean, most of these teams have not played a game yet this season, so this is all about finding tempo, finding rhythm. And a lot of times when you've got a lot of new faces, whether they've been with the program or not, when you've got a lot of new starters, it takes a while to mesh, especially under a new coaching staff.
Absolutely. I'm going to tell you what, though, for everybody at home, the energy in here is crazy.
It's phenomenal. I mean, the gym is close to packed out. It's not completely packed out, but it's as close as it can get on the home side over here. As this is the second game of the Carmel Christian Tip-Off Classic. We had a thriller in the first game, an overtime juggernaut. As we have whistles on the court here. As it looks like this might be a tech.
Yeah, it looks like a administration technical foul too. Like somebody wasn't in the book, and that's absurd for high school basketball. We got the roster.
So Zion Walker gets to take his free throws with ease. That one rattles through. Took an extra help from the backboard, but falls its way in.
Much needed break, though. Much needed break. You know what I'm saying? Stop the bleeding. Get everybody in the building calm, and hopefully can calm TBS. You would like to see Zion make both of those free throws. But if you're TBS now, you want to score again. And you want to try to settle in. You don't want to go through at this whole first quarter. You don't want this first quarter to end, and your team have it settled into the ball game.
12-3, the Goats leading. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left in the first. I mean, it might be a stormy night outside in the greater Charlotte area, but you could not ask for a better atmosphere, attendance, and presence here inside Carmel Christian School.
Absolutely. This is one of my favorite events. I never miss it. I mean, what's understood doesn't have to be explained, but year one was crazy. And ever since then, I mean, listen, this has always been a big-time event with big-time players.
So confusion between benches and officiating staff cleared up. Third shot for Zion Walker up and through. So 2 out of 3 made. It looked like he's going to get another.
Yeah, how did he get 4 free throws?
You know what's going on?
Nah, this is new to me. And the ball? 4 free throws and the ball? Oh, this was much needed for TBS. If you're TBS here, you would hate to say it now, but I'm dialing up something for 3.
Well, you needed a break and you got it here. As now it's a 7-point advantage for Combine TBS basketball.
Yeah, I got to dial up a 3-ball or try to put myself in a position to get an and 1.
Zion Walker, he'll dish it to Durham, double team there.
That's a great trap. That's a great trap. He traveled too. He was out of control. That's a tough call. Yeah. So it was a foul and a technical. That's why they got 4 free throws last time. They just kept everybody off the line. That's why I look awkward. That's a tough call on Keshawn Brown right there. I thought he played great defense. And I love the traps Combine is coming up with. Don't throw it away.
Inbound into Cam Flippin. Flippin, still no breathing room in the backcourt. As that'll be a foul.
Yeah, he was a little too aggressive on that one.
Keshawn Brown was a little bit too close on Flippin there.
That's tough. That's 15 seconds. Bang, bang. Gotta have a seat.
All of a sudden, 5 fouls on the board for Combine, as it felt like it pretty much went from 0 to 5 in the last minute.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also almost advantage Combine because you had Trentyn Flowers come back in the game and he was on fire to start this game off.
Durham sets at the top of the arc. Zion Walker standing in the paint. 4 TBS players all around the arc. Now Flippin. Long pass to Randolph. Into the corner now for Lancaster. Lancaster.
Oh, you got to steal that, Silas.
Kicks to the top of the arc. Now Zion Walker. Trying to finesse his way into the paint.
Move.
Walker spinning on that pivot foot and able to get it to go.
Always been really good at stopping on the dime, turning over the shoulder. That's a big-time shot from Zion Walker.
Trentyn Flowers. Nice kick to the corner. Pass was a little too wide. Shot would not be able to go. Silas Demary Jr. Showing his physicality. Trentyn Flowers trying to get in there and still get a hand into the hands of TBS.
Knockdown. Back in the game. Oh,
way
look up.
Too much
look
on
up,
it for Jordan Durham. Trentyn Flowers makes a man miss. Euro step in the paint, can't get it. Rebound picked up by a couple goats. And still can't get it to fall. That ball was hanging on the front of the rim on multiple different shot attempts. And eventually a foul called on TBS.
What I love seeing this game with Combine and seeing their growth is the pitch ahead, right? You can see that Trentyn Flowers is very special running the lane in transition. When the ball is being pitched ahead in front of him, he has a bag of moves. He's getting to the basket at will, and you love to see that. Collin Tanner at the free throw line misses the first.
42.7 left in the first. This game started out all Combine Academy, went up 10-0 after a couple fouls and a couple free throws. TBS is right back in it, only a 5-point spread. Make that 6 now with the Collin Tanner free throw.
Yeah, if you're Combine, you want to get a stop in the bucket here because you saw the potential of a 20-point quarter and you let it slip away with some stupid fouls.
TBS has been able to settle down a little bit here. However, Combine putting the pressure back on. Cam Flippin trying to go around the world on a spitter off the backboard. Can't get it to go. Trentyn Flowers. Pass up for Hagedorn.
I love to play with Trentyn Flowers, but I feel like you got to get Rakease Passmore into the game. Oh, that's too easy. Oh, wow, they smoked another layup. Pitch it.
Jordan Durham still can't get it to go. Now quickly, Combine back the other way.
See, this is what I'm saying.
There's Rakease Passmore.
When you add the pitch ahead to Trentyn Flowers and Rakease Passmore, these are 2 guys that are really good wings. Really good wings and very special in transition. You see the moves, you see their bag. They've been able to take advantage of it. 15-9 at the end of the first quarter.
Great bucket from Cam Flippin to get that one in before the buzzer. 6-point advantage for Combine Academy as we end the first.
Don't forget, stay tuned with us. Home team, Carmel Christian, Northwood Temple, coming up next. But this has been a very great game to start us off here at 6 o'clock. Combine definitely had big-time energy. You could tell they came ready to play. And I think because it's a situation where there was an administration technical given and a foul, TBS was able kind of to settle down a little bit. They had their last couple possessions have been better, but at the same time, Combine had some lapses defensively, giving guys straight line drives to the rim, which I know what Mike Wright is talking about now, so they got to clean that up, both teams.
I completely agree. And if you were to look away from the scoreboard for a second and you were to try to tell me the score, I would think Combine's up by double digits right now.
Facts.
But it's just the way that Combine's hurt themselves, especially with the free throws down on the other end. You're playing heavy press defense, right? But
right.
When you lose that one guy, when you lose Zion Walker, when you lose Cam Flippin, when you lose Jordan Durham right there on the end, and he's got a clear lane to the paint, I mean, they make those all day long. And so that's kind of one of the giveaways there. If you can't get the immediate takeaway and you end up losing a man on an island, TBS is able to work their way back in the game, even with the heavy press defense.
For sure. I agree.
So TBS will start the second quarter. 8 minutes will be thrown back up on the clock. Jordan Durham, Cam Flippin, Steven Lassiter, Zion Walker, and Josh Randolph line at the court for the Burlington School. I gotta say, I like both these uniforms. I can't lie. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with a red color scheme, in my opinion. I really don't think you can.
That's definitely my favorite color. I love red. And red uniforms are fire, no matter the sport.
Whistles blow. We're back underway here. Zion Walker takes it in the backcourt, being guarded by Collin Tanner. And quickly looking for a defensive steal there was Combine Academy.
Yeah, you love to see the defense of everybody. Ethan, aka Pat Bev, doing a good job getting his hand in there early.
Zion Walker giving it up to Flippin. Flippin kicks it to the corner. Bucket rattles around and falls in for Steven Lassiter.
Yes, yeah, TBS needed one of those to fall, and they got it.
First three-pointer of the night for the Burlington School. Now how will Combine respond? Trentyn Flowers kicks it up to Collin Tanner. Now his shot just off the mark for the Goats, but a rebound going to go out of bounds off the hands of Jordan Durham, as that's a mistake you can't afford to make here after the momentum shifted in your direction.
A miscommunication on that last play. I think Mike Wright was looking for a different read. He was trying to get the attention of big Erich Harding.
6'10".
Oh, might be a turnover here. Oh, wow. Gotta go get that.
Man, the speed of Zion Walker to get there.
Yeah, that was a bad pass. It was a clear read.
Man, it was a bad pass, but Zion Walker almost made it look like a nice play, sprinting down the court.
Absolutely. Good speed. Way to put pressure. Way to put pressure on Combine. Silas Demary Jr. back in the game. 7 minutes, 21 seconds left in the first half. 15-12. Combine needs the basket. The momentum looks like his switch, and TBS has settled down. TBS, surprisingly, still standing in man-to-man defense.
Trentyn Flowers standing at the top of the arc, now working his way in, trying to draw a foul, gets the bucket.
Oh my gosh, Trentyn Flowers. I didn't see how he was going to be able to get that shot off the glass drop. Bucket.
It's like one of those almost looked like it floated off his hands and just fell perfectly.
Yeah, I thought, honestly, honestly, the way he drove it, he had 3 collapse. I thought the kick to Silas Demary Jr. was there, but that's a tough bucket. We're going to take those.
Real quick, as Trentyn Flowers gets ready to try to make this a three-point play, can we talk about how phenomenal of a matchup this is to open the year?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Two heavyweights, two schools that everybody in North Carolina knows. Definitely, when you see the matchup, you know you got everybody's attention, and we got a heavyweight fight right here, 18-12, first half.
The NCSIAA 2A state champions in the Burlington School taking on the Hoop State champions in Combine Academy.
Oh, wow, from the parking lot.
That's the third one he's gotten. 3 is the magic number for number 13, Savion Taylor, as he's jacked up 2 threes. That's the first one that falls. 3-point game going the way of TBS. Momentum in the favor of the guys in red.
Yeah, that's a tough call. That was a great screen by Erich. Got full contact, lifted the guy off his feet. Can't help it, man, if Erich been in a little bit more weight room sessions than him. That's a tough call by the ref.
Well, now a chance for the Burlington School to tie it up in a game that's felt like it's been all Combine. Zion Walker leading the team at the helm. Working his way towards the top of the arc, makes a man miss. Now a quick kick out. Taylor for three. He's got the hot hand right now. Back-to-back threes from Savion Taylor.
I was having a conversation with somebody earlier, and that's the thing about TBS, is TBS has willing shooters. That's a great response and answer. Good push by Silas Demary Jr. the way to respond. But TBS has shooters, and depending on who hit threes this game, you're going to see what's going on. Silas Demary Jr. though, he ain't like that. 2 plays back-to-back where he imposes his will on the game and try to get control to swing back to the Goats.
Well, he came storming up the court and was able to settle it down right to Collin Taylor, who was in a perfect position. Or Collin Tanner, excuse me.
Love Mike Wright with the flat ball screen here.
Combine looking to make it a 2-possession game. Demary Jr. trying to pull up, gets hit. That ball was blocked. And that was a bit of a weird play right there, bouncing off the back of, looked like Kendall Campbell. Almost looked like that ball stayed in bounds, but it didn't.
Yeah. Tough no call there. You saw Silas trying to draw the foul. Tough shot as well.
TBS looking to match it. Durham in a trap's able to sneak out of it. Now Taylor kicks to the corner. Another 3-ball falls for TBS, this time in the hands of Josh Randolph.
So now with 3 threes, you have to look at getting back and playing man-to-man straight up instead of giving them the 1-2-2 look.
TBS locking down the paint, having to kick it up to Silas Demary Jr. Now Campbell kicking to Silas. Now finding an open man on the right wing. That one just a bit too long, bouncing off the top of the support, so the shot will not count out of the hands of Rakease Passmore.
That's a good response, though. A good play. Rakease just got to hit that shot. I think he wasn't ready on the catch. He had to adjust his feet a little bit. But right now, you got to look at it. They've hit 3 corner threes.
Well, look at this. Combine's defense coming all the way down, 3/4 the lengths of the court, but Zion Walker's left unattended as he's held out of bounds. A bit of a scuffle, as it looked like Campbell and Walker just got tied up there on the feet as they were trying to go for the ball.
That's a tough call on White forward. Kendall looked like he boxed him out. Zion's hustle got him the call, but that's a tough one.
Well, it's always interesting to see what the call is when bodies go down like that, when you've got 2 guys fighting for loose possession. So TBS, one of their first leads of the night, 4 minutes, 58 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, you want to see the ball move a little more for Combine. I think right now you got to. This is a game where you need all your weapons. So you want that ball to move, and you want Asa to be able to get touches. You want Kendall to be able to get touches. You want to get Rakease in this game. You want to get Silas in this game. You want to still use Trent hot hand. So I think right now they just got to come together a little bit more, and it's kind of make some better decisions on the offensive end.
Quick inbound from Durham. Into the hands of Zion Walker. Back to Durham. Now a 3 from Taylor. That one rattles out. Almost had it. Bit too much on it.
That was a great play. Good pitch.
Combine back the other way. Free ball on the court and should be going the way of TBS, and it is.
Yeah, Kendall didn't have to dive. If Kendall doesn't dive, then the ball goes back to Combine. But the extra effort right there kind of cost him. Got to be able to see and read the play.
Man, talk about a momentum switch in the last few minutes here. TBS looking unstoppable down on the other side.
Yeah, my fault to cut you off, but it all started with that with the 2 fouls.
Zion Walker carving his way into the paint.
Yeah, that's too easy.
How does he dice up 3 guys like that?
Yeah, that was too easy.
Combine now, as that one's just a giveaway. Kendall Campbell and Silas Demary Jr. not on the same page as it's going TBS.
Yeah, Combine has got to come together right now. The momentum has 100% switched. George Marshall is doing what he does. He's motivating his guys. He's talking, he's clapping, and TBS has flipped the momentum, and they win this thing in the second quarter.
Camp flipping, as he has that one knocked away by Silas Demary Jr. As it's almost like we saw Combine come out with that heavy press defense, right? And it didn't really look like TBS knew what to do. but it's almost as if now they're expecting it. The ball movement has been a lot more, it's been a lot more mature. They've been able to find it in the right hands, and TBS has been able to make things work.
Yeah, because the specific openings and specific reads for that specific trap, I watch that all the time. I mean, I play that defense all the time, and so that corner three is open if you can get a clean look and get it up court, and guys knock shots down.
And that's just a mistake by Jordan Durham there. He's just got to drive to the lane. He doesn't need to try to fight his way in there. I understand you got a defender behind you. You don't know where he is and how he's coming across, but you got an open lane. You can take the speed to the bucket.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a tough call. Cam Flippin doing a great job guarding. Doing a great job defensively right now. Stay calm and just guard.
This has been an extremely physical game so far. I mean, bodies have been flying all over the court. We're only in the second quarter.
Silas Demary Jr. going to the free throw line. And honestly, these free throws, these are big free throws. Combine needs to see the scoreboard move. They haven't scored in a long time.
Well, you're down by 3, anything to get it jump-started, right? I mean, you had 4 free throws on the other end that Zion Walker was able to bury 3 of, and then the momentum went the way of TBS. Anything in the scoreboard helps as that one splashed through. 3 minutes, 48 seconds in the first half. It's been an electric one so far as TBS has a short lead, 23-21 here at the Carmel Christian Tip-Off Classic. Second shot up and through for Silas Demary Jr. So count 2 as Combine's now down only 1.
Yeah, much needed bucket, but I would like to see Silas start using his voice more and really bringing his troops together, right? In this situation, high intensity game, big time environment. The team that stays together through the adversity, through everything, is the team that's going to be successful here. That's another one. They are shooting the cover off the basketball. George Marshall, TBS getting buckets. Demary Jr. to the cup, basket.
Lassiter has the hot hand now for the guys in red as Demary Jr. with a fantastic answer, 2-point lead for the Burlington school. Now Durham kicking it to the left wing. It's Taylor. Taylor's shot up and through.
Yeah, he got a clip. He got a clip. And I talked about this earlier today. TBS has guys that can hit threes. And right now, Silas has to keep his pace together. He has to keep his pace together because he's going too fast. And I don't know, like that basketball is getting a weird bounce, and that's his 3rd turnover of the half. But you want to see him have more pace and control. They got back into the game. No need to rush because right now, giving up possessions, you're feeding threes. Like right now, they're not trading 2s. They hitting trays, and every one of those hurt.
I completely agree. I know he came storming down the court over here and was able to make a nice lay, but you got to settle down and get the offense rolling.
Right. The thing before they had Combine successful in the first quarter was the ball was moving. Right now, once again, Combine needs a punch where they need a run where all their weapons are contributing. Right now, it's either Silas or just Trentyn, but you have Kendall, you have Rakease, you have Asa, you have other guys that can help.
Zion Walker, Silas Demary Jr. working on him. That shot not been able to fall.
Trentyn got to push that himself. Look at Keith, skip it. So you got to hit Keith earlier.
3 ball from the left corner off the back of the iron. Shot won't fall for Rakease Passmore. He hasn't been able to find much tonight.
But I think it's because he's not getting the ball in his spots, right? Like earlier, you got to get to him so that way he can put the ball on the ground. So pull out his money. He hits those on a regular basis. You got to get him the ball in the spot where he has it early enough where he can create. 7-point game. TBS has flipped the script.
31-24. It's all Burlington school right now. As that's going to be a travel. Trentyn Flowers can't believe it. He had contact going up to the basket.
George Marshall, I've seen this movie before, and it's crazy. I've been on the sideline against him when he gets going like this. Right now, Combine is just swinging as individuals. They're not swinging together.
7-point lead for TBS. Flipping. Flips it over to Zion Walker. Walker carving his way through the paint. Loose ball picked up by Durham. That one won't be able to fall.
Jordan Durham missed that push. He got to get it to. He got to get it to Savion.
Trentyn Flowers thought about it. Now trying to work his way in. TBS defense has been exceptional as of late. Silas Demary Jr. This is what you're talking about. Settle it down a little bit. He'll find a screen, looking for an open man. Great
that's
movement.
what I'm saying. That's the basketball. That's the basketball goal. That's going to get Combine in the game. The referee missed a clear push in the back, but that is a perfect example of the possessions that Combine need to have for the majority of the game.
Well, it was phenomenal ball movement to find Collin Tanner on the right wing. Just wasn't able to execute, get the shot to drop. However, Combine looking to find themselves in a bit of a rhythm now. Need to settle down. It's only a 7-point game. You were up by 10. It can flip back on you in an instant. Find a way to get a bucket. Doesn't have to be a triple. You got way too much time left in this one to force up shots. Quick one in for Trentyn Flowers. That one's off the hands of number 11, Josh Randolph.
This is a very important time in this basketball game. It's a 7-point game. If you're Combine, you do not want to go in that locker room down 10. If you give up a turnover here and they come back and hit a 3, be my first one for the evening is so you're nervous.
Flowers into Silas Demary Jr. Demary Jr. flipping, working on him. He loses that ball onto the floor.
Woo!
They say contact was made by flipping as he was on.
That's church on a Friday night. Like, that's church on a Friday night, man. That's a blessing right there for Silas that it hit there. Just playing with the basketball too much right now. Just settle.
Just under a minute now, 58.9 on the clock. Long inbound to Silas Demary.
I think it's too, like, he just needs to play the shoulder game with Cam. Cam is a pretty good defender, and that's what I'm saying by playing the shoulder game. Like, just getting by him and not trying to go behind my back, between my legs. That was an acrobatic finish by the USC commit.
And there's a reason he's going D1.
Absolutely. Get your hand in the passing lane, Collin Tanner. Much needed.
Here's what Combine needed.
Yeah.
Put that press defense on and force mistakes. That one slipped out of the hands of number 13, Savion Taylor of the Burlington School. 31-26, 5-point deficit, 35 seconds. You got as much time as you need, right? Find a way to have momentum into your hands. I'm
gonna be honest. I got a hold for one. I got a hold for one. If we miss, we down 26-31.
Demary Jr. Nice find at Collin Tanner. Tanner able to slam it.
The difference now in these possessions, though, the ball is moving. Silas is more assertive, making clear decisions, not playing around with the basketball. Now, if you Combine, you need to stop. Do not give up a 3. Jordan Durham gets to his pull-up bag. Oh, rim love, Trentyn Flowers push.
4 seconds. Trentyn Flowers spinning away from Zion Walker. Ball goes out of bounds with 1 second left. It'll be TBS in a 1-possession game. 1.0 showing on the clock.
Yeah, no need to rush that. If you're Combine now, don't give up a 3. Let's go into the half and let's figure this thing out. Let's talk about it. Hands up, Asa. Be big on the basketball. Be very big on the basketball. Show your length. No dumb fouls.
Josh Randolph on the inbound. Trying to find Tanner. That one's taken away. Clock hits 0 as flying out of bounds goes Rakease Passmore with the ball in his possession. We got a good one here from Carmel Christian School. 31-28. Your score at the half, the Burlington School leads. We'll be back right after halftime to bring you more action. And don't go anywhere as Carmel Christian set to take on Northwood Temple after the conclusion of this one. We got some fantastic basketball.
We in this, we ain't gotta make cash from it. Get the rock to Simmons, guaranteed he make that bucket. Money in the bank, kick it to Ray. Hit shot like Allen, wanna see the footage, Donnie and Max. They got the cameras and ride automatic, can't let this guy shoot. But they can dump it down to pasta for them inside scoops. And Webb holds it all together, won't find a glue trace. Keep your shoes laced if you pull up on the hoop state.
What is up, everybody? I need everyone to go over to hoopstatestore.com right now. Not later, right now. Get everything you need, hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve, anything you could ever imagine, hats. Be sure to head over to hoopstatestore.com and get everything you want. We have so many different items available. It's going to be a great opportunity for you to rep our brand. We appreciate your support. And also, find us on social. Twitter at the Hoopstate, Instagram at Hoopstate Network, and it's going to be a great year of basketball ahead. We want to see you in the gym, repping the brand. We always appreciate the support, and we can't wait to have an awesome season with you guys back with us at the games.
on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Why you be all in my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? Don't hang with it, who line for nothing. I see that we different, you riding, I double. I don't do discussions on bragging about hundreds. Don't go to your places, I know that they sunken. Don't call me your brother, I barely could trust it. I talked to a shorty, she bagging the bugging. And I'ma need all of my dollars on corporate, so hand me the money, I divvy the pie. I'ma give all of my people a portion to build them a fortune. I'm flipping the ride. I can't be mixy when iffy the vibe. And 40 on 50 is really the time. Why is you all on my phone like you want me? Like you wasn't pushing the kid to the side. I don't know if you thinking I'm blind. Cross on my crosses and dot on my eyes. Done with your efforts, I'm dealing with pressures. I know it's a lesson, that's word of the wise. Dubbing the mixes I'm mixing, I know I've been missing. I needed some personal time. All the pictures, dimensions, I don't with your digits. I mean it, I'm staying inside. Cause they got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it.
Drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier, finish friends on my face. Looking like I'm from the D, D's no Cartier.
Welcome back into Carmel Christian School in Matthews, North Carolina, as we get set to start the second half of Combine Academy versus the Burlington School. It's a close game, 31-28. The Burlington School leads as we get things started in the third. And Simmons, I'm going to turn it over to you real quick. I'm going to ask you, what are kind of things that have been talked about during halftime? What are the different game plans coming out here for the second half?
I think with Combines, number one's going to start defensively, identifying shooters, know your personnel, keeping guys in front, also sharing the basketball. Combine has so many weapons. We got away with a baby hook. That was great defense by Zion there, but they have so many weapons. So they can get whatever they want if they move the ball and everybody gets touches, because you have to respect the guys that they're passing the ball to. TBS, I'm going to keep it a band. Keep doing what you're doing. George Marshall has his troops gassed up. He's being a great cheerleader. He's providing a tremendous amount of energy, and it's going through his players. And listen, at the end of the day, when teams make three-point shots, it makes other teams nervous. That's been the equalizer of this game. Can Combine get more stops, hit more threes? I like the look coming out of the half, putting Trentyn Flowers in the post, using his size and athleticism. The more I see Trentyn Flowers, I see why they oohing it on. 6'8", crazy athletic, got a bag.
Well, the two guys we've called the name for the most part tonight for TBS making triples on the other end of the court is Lassiter as well as Savion Taylor. So keep feeding those guys. Tip call, so no backcourt. As Flippin trying to find a Durham, now back in the hands of Flippin. Demary Jr. on him. Deep set for Durham. Now he'll take it back towards half court. Trentyn Flowers working.
Oh, gotta respect the pump.
Savion Taylor, he's had the hot hand, so they gotta be careful of him. Now they're looking for Flippin. A high arcing three won't go. Rebounded by Combine Academy. The Goats going back up the other way. 1 point game.
Yes, get it to him. Get it to him. Get it to him. No space, Trent. No space. Good kick, swing it.
Three ball up. Knocked down.
Big time shot, Mason.
Mason Hagedorn on the triple.
But you see, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I want the GOAT fans to hear me. Look how many people touched the basketball. You had Trent, pitch of the head, Trent got it. You got it to Rakease. Rakease coming off a triple handoff. You have to respect it. Have you seen his offer list? Jesus Christ, right? You move it from there. Mason in the trail spot. He shoots that every day. Basket, we get the lead. Now you got to talk about it. Combine has to understand that's the flow they have to play with. Bigger matchups later on in the year, but they have to use each other. They have to use each other.
Well, so far it feels like when momentum gets out of their hands, they're trying to force their way back into the game. They're not sticking with their offensive routine. They're not sticking with what they've been solidified in. They're not sticking with the game that they can. They're not sticking with the game plan. Right. Those are the words I'm looking for. They're not sticking with the game plan, and so you almost feel like they're rushed. I mean, Silas Demary Jr. is trying to do it all himself, but like you said, he's got Rakease Passmore, he's got Trentyn Flowers, he's got all these playmakers on the court that can help him out, who have support. So you settle down, move the offense, and what happens in these first two possessions can happen for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and fun fact, man, I mean, I don't know in a wrong set of words. I mean by fun fact. But one thing I would like to see Combine do a little less of on the defensive end is they're reaching entirely too much. What is that? What's the call?
No call. Zion Walker hit the floor.
Their reach is entirely too much when they have the right defensive positioning. Use your length, use your quickness, slide. Set the screen, use it.
Demary Jr.
That's another one. That's another one.
Hagedorn for three, trying to find his second, can't get it. Rebounded by Savion Taylor of TBS.
We got to show Mike Wright some love. I'm still in that play. Drag into the pop.
Taylor. Back into his hands now. TBS trying to work the ball around the arc.
That's good basketball.
Flips it to the corner, can't get it. Shot
straight
up.
line, straight line.
Now Combine back the other way. That one's going off the foot.
See, I would like to see Silas. He saw that one. So unless Collin was going 1-2 big boy step and let that fly, he got to kind of use a little hesitation dribble, get to the cup. He could have finished that one.
That one went off the foot of Jordan Durham. So now Combine has a chance to reset, find a play. Trentyn Flowers on the inbound. Silas Demary Jr. being covered up by Zion Walker. Such a fun matchup to watch.
That's tough. Oh, we got to find a. I saw he was going to pass it, so that wasn't a bad read. Just got to play off 2 feet. Like the play call by Mike Wright. Mike Wright coming out to have great play calls. Gotta give him some love. Great play calls.
Combine leading by 2, 5 minutes, 57 seconds in the third. Finding Demary Jr. in the paint, whistles blow before the shot can go up.
And then that's a luxury. Combine can post Trent, Silas, Collin, and Rakease. So now the thing about TBS is if see, now it changes, right? If Cam has to come out of the game. Now Zion Walker has to come out of the game. Then they have to approach it a little bit differently, and they can go back with the full court ball pressure. I would like to see it be man-to-man pressure, though, instead of zone with the way they shot the ball in the first half. Collin, get open.
Inbound.
Oh, he missed him. He missed him.
Flowers. Now on to Silas.
Oh, I like this matchup. Get out the way. I like this matchup. Silas to the cup. I like this matchup. You got to get to the rim, son. Oh, wow. Push it back.
They'll switch Jordan Durham on him now, being able to work his way. Shot just inside the paint.
Yeah, you can see that. Like, Cam is a really solid defender. Now with the pick and roll, it puts TBS in a world of trouble.
Zion Walker standing at the left wing. He'll back off. Rakease Passmore working on him. Looking to the bench.
Oh, that was a steal with
turnover there. Rakease Passmore should have had the steal and a timeout. Going to be called on the floor, or excuse me.
Oh, 5-second call. It was crazy. The ref hit us with the pause. Hit us with the pause. We didn't know what was going on. I thought George got the timeout.
That's what I thought too. I thought he was trying to reconvene.
Yeah, you got to get this switch. Yeah, get the switch. Oh, that was Team Curry all day. Oh, that's to the right hand. Oh, Collin, you got to finish that.
Tanner can't finish. Now Zion Walker, fast break the other way. Trying to go coast to coast. Finds Stephen Lassiter in the paint. Bucket makes it a one-possession game.
If you combine, go back to doing what you was doing. Great fast break. Big-time finish for TBS. Don't play with the basketball. Settle. Shooters, have your hand ready.
Halfway through the third, Zion Walker's on the floor. And a foul going to be called against him.
I hate the illegal screen sometimes, bro. Like, it's tough because it's great acting can get the call. I think Mason got that call that time, an extension of the forearms. I feel like he extended the forearms and hit him with a little elbow. So that's why they got the call, but that's a big-time turnover.
TBS looking to get something rolling, trying to tie this one up. Zion Walker, a lot of pressure put on him by Rakease Passmore. Walker trying to go behind the back, loses it, falls on the floor.
Donnie! Here we go, and this is what I'm saying. Get this kid in transition and let him do what he does. The GOATs have weapons. I wanted to scream, but I knew Webb was going to throw me off the Eagles' nest.
TBS got to find a way to get momentum back in their possession. That's the exact opposite of what they can do. Rakease Passmore again.
Rakease Passmore, talk to me. Yes, Earl Manigault, a.k.a. Rakease Passmore, back-to-back dunks. Donnie, get it on the nets. We need people on the stream, Donnie. Get it on the nets. 39-33, great response. David, that's what I'm saying. I wanted you to see Rakease. Lime green, all we've seen is lime green sneakers. Imagine if you were Northwood Temple and you're in the glass weight room and you're stretching and all you see is lime green sneakers in the air.
You see him a couple feet up too. Timeout on the floor, and it needs to be called. TBS has to reconnect as George Marshall going to talk with his guys. And so you've had the momentum switch, fall into the hands of Combine like that. It has been immediate. So if you're George Michael, what are you talking about right now? How do you find a way to get your guys back in this game mentally at a 7-point deficit?
You know what? It's tough because this situation, this happened because of the foul. The foul to Cam was very big, right? Okay. Cam last year was at Dudley, point guard, could carry a team. Zion Walker, TBS last year, 2 state championship rings, understands how to carry a team. So the quality they bring to that backcourt of having 2 point guards that can both guard, that are both stocky, strong build, that can wear on a team. Like that's the strength of TBS. Now with one of them having to sit down, it alters what's going on, and now honestly they get weaker defensively. So with them being weaker defensively, you're in a situation now where it's just like they've been able to be exposed. And so now with them being able to be exposed, Combine, get some turnovers, get into the cup, it's crazy.
We'll see how TBS responds here. 4 minutes, 2 seconds left in the third. It'll be TBS basketball as we now see Flippin and Walker back out on the court. Jordan Durham to inbound. And this feels like the beginning of the game again. TBS's offense has been shut down as that full court press is being put on by the Goats. Trying to find Durham in a trap. Now Rakease and Flowers come towards him. Durham losing it in the paint. Another turnover him. Rakease Passmore back the other way. Rakease Passmore, bring the roof down in Carmel Christian.
Passmore.
Three ball up from the far corner. Won't go. Offensive rebound under the basket by Durham, and he has that one swatted away from his hands. Foul called under the basket. Hey, when can we expect those clips from Donnie?
Huh?
When can we expect those clips from Donnie?
Immediately. Immediately it's going to go down.
Well, man, if you've been entertained by the action tonight, we are live from 12 to 9 tomorrow. So many good games here for the Carmel Christian Tip-Off Classic. This is only the tip of the iceberg. Combine Academy, the Burlington School, going at it right here. That's a big bucket for Jordan Durham to at least find points for TBS.
That's tough. I haven't. It's rare in a game. Rakease with 3 Arab dares. That's tough.
He's accounted for the last 10 points. Excuse me, 7 points.
So now you got Cam back in the game, and I think you got to pick on him. I think you got to get his, oh wow, block. I think you got to get his 4th foul. That's tough.
And if that's the case,
they called a block. They called a charge, I think.
yeah, you can't afford to lose Flippin in this situation.
Right.
Not at all. I know it's only an 8-point game, and we've seen the lead switch back and forth to double digits multiple times in this game, and we've seen just how quickly these two teams can get hot. But I mean, it's the biggest thing about this third quarter so far is that TBS has not been able to get a ball in from beyond the arc. That's what got them back in this game. That's what got them electric, right? I mean, you had Lassiter and Taylor knocking them down from both sides of the corners. And so without that so far, the offense has basically been stagnant. Combine's been able to do what they will.
Right.
So Flippin remains in the game. Trap initiated on him. He'll have to kick it back out to Durham.
So you got to watch it. So you like the adjustment by guys getting their hands in the passing lane, but you still got those 3 guards on the court, and then you still have willing shooters for TBS. So right now, Combine, you jump back in front. You got the lead. Now you have to be smart, and not give up that 3-point shot.
Durham back to Walker. Silas Demary Jr. working on him. Now Walker towards his left. Stutter steps, and foul going to be called.
As the games are going on, Combine is starting to get better defensively, but it comes with the maturity, right? Being disciplined, not reaching, just keeping my chest in front. Typically, Mike Wright teams are so good defensively. That's because they listen to him. That's a big-time pull-up.
Lassiter pull-up just inside the top of the arc. Can't get it. Fight for it on the rebound, and it'll stay with TBS.
You know what I'm super impressed with about Trentyn Flowers that we didn't talk about this game, everything else is doing? The way he's going after the basketball on the glass. Him trying to get rebounds. Him using all of his athleticism.
Lassiter finding Zion Walker on the Carmel Christian logo. Over to Durham now. Trying to find some kind of separation. Ball movement here. Almost everybody's had it on the court. Now it's back to Lassiter, trying to work his way down the baseline. Muscles way in, and a nice adjustment as Rakease Passmore came in, hands in the face, ducks it under, puts it up and in.
He worked out. A little shimmy work on the baseline. Strong drive, big bump. Lay me. That was tough.
Now to the hands of the biggest playmaker for Combine, Silas Demary Jr. He's being held up by Cam Flippin. Jr. works his way towards the left, finding a nice pass on the baseline. and a bucket for Collin Tanner.
Show the maturity, 5. Show the maturity with the right-hand pass. Finish me, Collin Tanner.
Zion Walker open lane into the paint, goes over 2 combine defenders.
Push,
can't
Trent,
get the
push.
bucket.
Look up, look up, look up. Crossover. Oh, no, Trenton, no.
Zion Walker left by himself.
You got to cross that over and make that pass.
Easy bucket for TBS, finding their way back into this one. Only a 6-point game. 1:30 showing on the clock in the third.
Take it. You got to take that gap, 5.
Silas Demary Jr. gets a screen, now works his way, spin move, beautiful bucket. Coolin, big boy bump with the spin around. Demary Jr. Zion Walker trying to do it himself coast to coast, can't get it.
Push that.
Durham's putback won't go, ball on the floor, now Silas Demary Jr. up to Tanner. Tanner, nice patience, hits the brakes off the glass and in for an easy 2.
Great defense by the Ghosts, you need one more stop. Need one more stop, oh wow.
Durham. 1-2 in the paint, gets it to go for Cam Flippin.
Amazing body control by Cam Flippin. Last second Collin Tanner's size. I'm going to take a charge. Uses the Euro step. High arc. Soft touch on the rim. Bing, bing, bing. Drops. Big time basket. Much needed basket for TBS.
Well, you know what sets some players apart from others is the fact that he's going full speed. He's just able to slow his movement, slow his deceleration, able to have beautiful ball control, beautiful finish. I mean, it's a work of art. It really is. It's a work of art.
Yeah, you gotta give credit to the Goats and their ability to get back in this ball game. It was looking spooky. It was looking spooky in the fourth. You know, in the second, it was looking spooky. They've gotten back control of the game, and it's been a total team effort. Rakease Passmore all of a sudden started playing off a trampoline. Silas Demary Jr. with some good passes. Trentyn Flowers all over the floor. Collin Tanner with some timely buckets. It's looking like the Combine Goats are starting to gel a little bit with some adversity hit, and that's very big for where they're going.
I mean, all those names that you just said is why they're up right now. And I mean, TBS, we haven't had many names to say. I mean, it's really been Flippin and Walker this half, and that can't be the case if they're going to need to get back into this one.
Absolutely.
So after the timeout, it'll be Combine ball, 48-40, 52.6 showing on the clock in the third. Quick inbound from Flowers into Keshawn Brown's hands. Zion Walker.
And see, for everybody at home, what you understand, Keshawn Brown, a good pickup for the Ghosts. Oh, wow. We're all about to see a Collin Tanner sighting. I thought it could have been a foul, but Keshawn Brown, the value he brings is not only is he steady defensively, but Keshawn Brown is one of the best three-point shooters on the Goats team. So now you have a situation where he can hit some open shots and add some more firepower to the Goats.
Haven't seen much of him, but with the lead as it is right now, able to bring him on the court, seeing if he can get a hot hand. Walker trying to do it himself.
Oh.
Passmore flushes that one out, but falls into the hands of Cam Flippin. Rifles one into the paint as fighting for it. Lassiter just couldn't get up. There were too many Goats in his face.
Big time defense by the Goats. Now.
Denial. Paint denial. TBS had some of those early buckets in the first half where they were able to carve pretty much right through the paint, do what they will. But this half, this third quarter, it has been completely different. Combine has been all over the paint game. 15.3 showing on the clock.
Oh, that's that length and versatility of Asa White.
Savion Taylor now dishes it off to Cam Flippin, looking to take the last shot of the quarter. 5 seconds. Nice find inside as Lassiter is able to get it.
That was a good pass. I think he got away with a low-key with a travel. But that was a great pass and a big-time finish. 6-point game. It's going to be a really interesting fourth quarter. I think the story is, can Combine finish the job, or can TBS get back in this basketball game by making the three ball?
Right now, TBS has got to get some separation. They have been forced to move inside the arc. They've been forced to work inside the arc. And so, I mean, you got guys like Cam Flippin, Lassiter able to get the bucket there before the half. Zion Walker. You got these guys who can work their way through the paint, but I mean, it's give and take away here. It feels like every time there's a drive inside, one misses or one falls away, and Combine's able to get one back on the other side of the floor.
No, absolutely. I do agree. And That's the thing. That's the thing going into this fourth quarter. Like, who can bring us that consistency, right? Like, who right now can string together 4 to 8 plays, you know what I'm saying, consistent on both ends, and either Combine take full control of this basketball game or TBS get back into this game.
Well, Simmons, who is the guy who got it started on the other end earlier, right? You got it started with the 3 points on the free throws from Zion Walker, but who was the other guy that got things going? Savion Taylor. Taylor got hot. He hit 2 from that far corner back to back. He was able to get those 6 points, and TBS was able to grab momentum from there, and they were able to shovel their way for the lead. They've got to find separation. They have got to get either into the hands of him or into the hands of Lassiter. We saw Lassiter. He's got at least two triples that were on the other end of the court in the first half. And, I mean, it was what we were talking about during halftime, is that can TBS maintain the threes? Can they maintain the high-scoring offense? And so far, they have not been able to. However, only a 6-point game is they have possession to start the fourth. Zion Walker kicking it up to Savion Taylor. And what did we just say? Who did we just talk about? Savion Taylor getting things going for TBS to start the fourth.
You called it, David. That was a big-time shot, too. NBA range. But see, now the thing of it is I don't think if you're TBS, I don't think you can trap Combine. I don't think you can trap them. Like, playing them in a scramble, I think it's going to open up opportunities.
Silas Demary Jr. settling down. Zion Walker working on him. These two have been masterful all night. Demary Jr. kicking out to Brown. Now into the hands of Rakease Passmore. Contested 3 gets it to go.
You see the difference. I talked about this earlier. When certain guys, this is a team where their weapons need touches. And if they just touch the basketball, if they can just feel it throughout the offense, through the continuity, they're going to be able to attack all game. Asa White, big-time block. Great help side defense. Swiss Army knife. Asa White with a big-time block.
I don't feel like we've been able to call his name enough tonight.
Absolutely, and that's once again, like, he's your guy in the dunker spot. When you break the defense down, you can put it up above the rim, you can throw the bounce pass, he can finish. But I love Rakease Passmore, and I'm glad that people at home have an opportunity to see him do what he does, because he's one of the best players, not only in the state of North Carolina, but in the country.
And you can tell it by the way he presents himself on the court. I mean,
skip it to Keshawn, skip it to Keshawn, skip it. Playing around with the ball, get it off the sideline, Attack.
Passmore now sets up for the Goats. They were able to get out of the traps now.
See, now you got to get out of the way. Demary. He can't stay in front of him. Now you use Silas on the dribble drive. You got Keith on the Iverson cut. Big boy screen. Silas, you got to get in front of him. You got to go by him. Got to go by him. No need for a screen.
Jordan Durham settling down on him, now working over towards the right wing. Entering from the baseline. Silas Demary going to do it himself.
That's all day long. Lay me, the USC commit to the cup.
8-point game, 6 minutes to play. Zion Walker, Keshawn Brown working on him, trying to find a little bit of separation. He's able to get it past to Flippin.
Keshawn Brown, a pest. I need a 3-ball to fall for Keshawn. He deserves it with the defensive effort he's given. Good minutes right now for Keshawn Brown.
Walker trying to find his way around Brown. He does, but he loses the ball into the hands of Asa White.
Oh, push that, Ace.
White, high pass into the hands of Tanner. And an and one bucket count, send him to the line.
That weight room is changing, Collin Tanner. Power bounce, go straight up. 6'6", as good as it gets.
Send him to the line, looking to make this an 11-point separation for the Goats. Shot up and through. 3-point play is converted. 56-45 Combine on top. Lassiter spins through the paint. Ball's knocked out of his hands. Tanner swatted that one away. It'll stay with TBS. All right, so now how do you respond? Burlington School feels like they've played a better fourth quarter, but still the deficit increasing.
Asa White, Swiss Army knife.
Using his height to his advantage over Lassiter. As that one falls out of bounds. Still going to be with TBS, however. I mean, you know something's going right for Combine when they can't even get an inbound pass in.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm telling you, when Rakease Passmore put that trampoline on the court, and turn the gymnasium into his own playground. It got crazy for Combine. It's almost a 5-second count too. He's sitting down. Oh yeah, Ace, get out and run, Ace. Get out and run, Ace. And one.
All goats. 5 minutes left in this one. 58-45, the 6-point deficit opening the quarter.
I'm going to keep it real. Defensive MVP, Rakease Passmore, second half. Both sides of the ball, he going crazy.
Durham fighting for a bucket up against Keshawn Brown, can't get it. Loose ball, Brown's able to find it.
Yep, push.
Pass it up to Silas Demary Jr. Entering the arc, finding Passmore underneath, and that's about as easy as they come. Whistles on the court. Timeout on the floor. TBS has to talk this one over. 15-point lead for the Goats.
Mature response from the Goats. Thought Silas Demary Jr. was going to go up top to Rakease. Made it simple. Bounce pass, layup. But honestly, new team, new coach. This is big for Combine, right? This is one of the first times I think they got punched in the mouth a couple times this year, but different setting, right? More eyes, I would say. You know what I'm saying? And so for a team with some younger stars as well, with that balance of maturity and some young stars, to get this type of comeback, to go in the locker room, make the adjustments, and see it play out the right way. These are things that bring teams together.
It's been a phenomenal second half performance, to say the least.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's been masterful to watch. Rakease Passmore finally able to getting his name called for the offense. Silas Demary Jr. showing you why he's a USC commit, why he's going D1. And I mean, we're running down the whole roster sheet, right? We're running down the entire roster sheet for Combine right now, and that's. I don't think there's any more I can say on that. Absolutely. You know something's working if we're doing that.
Absolutely. What I can say right now is a hospitality room after this one's over. For sure.
What they got in there?
A couple slices of pizza, Papa John's, some beverages, a little caffeine, baby. Good stuff.
After the timeout on the floor, Jordan Durham looking for the inbound to get things rolling for TBS.
Sprint, underneath the ball. Hands, great hands by Collin Tanner.
Tanner swats that one away. Durham will now take the inbound. Gets into camp flipping. He's setting a trap, flipping on the floor, and a travel going to be called. Combine Academy. Man, oh man, is everything going their way right now?
Yep, it is. That second quarter, it got spooky season in real quick. Real spooky that second quarter, but
hey, Halloween's passed.
Honestly, though, like I said, like you could tell the adjustments that were made, by the coaching staff and then the players, they bought in. They bought in, and it's working. Now they're able to run some sets. Oh wow! No. I've been respectful of the air. I ain't called nobody stripes all year. But Mr. Ref, that was a tough call.
Trentyn Flowers drops Zion Walker on the floor. Walker gets the call. Yeah, you're right. That's just one of those.
Yeah, it's a bang play, man.
Yep.
Underneath. Hands up. Clean up.
Cam flipping. Denied. Asa White.
Somebody hit my guy line. That was a tough one. That was a pitch to Collin. It was the right play, and I think the referee was in the way, or I don't know. Somebody was on the same page, but you love to see it. My guy Asa White, no. Clean
Walker,
up.
Quick flip into the paint. Ball movement now. Here is Taylor for three. Off the front of the rim, can't get it to go. Whistles blow into the basket.
The difference in the trap this time is I feel like they're really sprinting. And Keshawn Brown is doing a great job on the front line. If you remember in the first half, he had those two fouls that switched the momentum. Second half, he's played a lot more. And once again, he's another weapon for the Goats. Derek Fisher type, what I call it on the catch and shoot three. Young guys, the best. Who was Silas throwing the ball into? I didn't even see Keshawn.
Keshawn Brown taking it up the court. Zion Walker guarding him. Brown gets a bit of separation from Flowers. Now he'll dish it into the paint to Harding.
Knockdown. What you talking about?
Rakease Passmore.
What did I tell you? I told you before. I told Webb at halftime, let's rewind the tape. Combine is a team that once the ball moves and everybody in their lineup starts to get the feel like the ball has to move 3 or 4 passes. If they are 3, 4, 5 pass offense, they're going to be really, really hard to guard because when the guys you're swinging it to have weapons. I mean, they have options with their bag. You know what I'm saying? They're all weapons. They can catch and shoot. They got mid-ranges. They can floaters. They can get to the rim, finish over the top. Like, they got that. They got balance throughout their lineup.
Just to show how dominant Combine has been, if you're just joining us or you've been here for a while, the dominance that's been shown. This was a 3-point game, 7 minutes and 30 seconds into the fourth quarter. There's 3 minutes and 37 seconds on the clock right now, and it's an 18-point game. It has been all goats in the fourth, showing you why they're nationally acclaimed to start the season.
But now this is the mark of good teams, though, right? We've done a good job gassing them. Can they close the door? Can it be a slant? Can they close the door like a championship team would? Or are they going to put themselves in situations where they keep TBS in the game?
Lassiter's 3 won't go. Keshawn Brown on the rebound. Harding. Passmore was calling for the alley-oop. A little bit of miscommunication there.
That one was on Keshawn. Great defense by Silas Demary Jr. That one was on Keshawn because you can't put Erich in that situation with the basketball.
Josh Randolph with the bucket. It was a hard-fought bucket, gets it to fall for TBS.
Yeah, no screen here, no screen.
Scoreboard finally moves for them.
That's tough.
Flowers.
Man. No call?
Too much off the glass, no call. Going the way of TBS now. You're right. I thought there should have been a call there too.
I mean, it was clear contact, but you know what? Honestly, they missed one on the last one with the over the back when Silas jumped in on the whole pile and helped get Combine that rebound. But so this is what I'm talking about. So now it's 0-0 in my opinion, right? Combine aspires to win a championship. 2:45 to go. How you gonna finish the game? Up double digits, right? How you gonna finish the game?
They have locked down Zion Walker, and that's partially been due to Rakease Passmore's defense. Able to draw Passmore off, but the shot too far off the back of the iron. Keshawn Brown working his way down the court, entering the paint. Spinning on that pivot foot, trying to find some separation.
Yo,
it's a fantastic shot, can't get it to fall.
Keshawn wilding on that one.
Walker. Hits the floor. He's almost floating for a second.
You know what's hard for me, and I want to have a basketball conversation with you guys. You see it like there's contact defense, of course, but I feel like in this game, the ball handling wise, just Zion was kind of pushing off the whole way up court. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, you got like give or take, like how we gonna call it? I think that was the right call in that situation.
Official call is a travel. So it'll go to the Goats. 2 minutes, 18 seconds left in this one. 5 fouls on each side. Trentyn Flowers working his way around Zion Walker. Loose ball, Zion Walker now one-on-one with Silas Demary Jr. And foul going to be called as Jr. went up to block the shot. Walker went down hard. You can't say they're not leaving it out all on the court here, even with this big of a deficit.
That's why I said 0-0, because I've been in this seat many times. I'm learning the game. You know what I'm saying, from this lens. A lot of times in these Hoop State games, especially early on, you think the game is over, and then all of a sudden things change really, really quickly. And so that's why I said the next challenge for Mike Wright and the guys is really kind of bringing the troops together and challenging them again. Like, hey, like at the end of the day, we can win this game by 6 or 8, or we can win this game by 15 plus. You know, for a complete win, especially the way they played in the third quarter and majority of this fourth quarter, you want to win this game by 15 points or more.
Absolutely. So getting the court cleaned up here, Zion Walker set to take his 2 free throws. As coming up at the conclusion of this one, the home team, Carmel Christian, be taking on 2-0 Northwood Temple. Is that set to be a fantastic nightcap to end day one of the Carmel Christian Tip-Off Classic? That one's slated to get started at 8:30 here from Matthews, North Carolina. So Simmons and I will be back for that one.
Absolutely. I just need a couple snacks, get the energy back up.
I feel you, man.
My guy, Coach Hatchett, did a great job in the previous game. And he had a box of oatmeal cookies, and ever since I saw him, I couldn't really ask for one. I don't have that same relationship that I have with Webb, so I couldn't really ask for one, but I've been craving sweets.
Trentyn Flowers. Spin move, dishing up some time. Now has to work his way back out of the arc. TBS, good defense here. Harding on the inside.
Yeah, all Erich had to do was dunk the first one. He should have dunked the first one. He had it. It was a great cut. He showed his hands. Could have finished it at the rim, but he tried to take another dribble.
All right, what can TBS do? Minute 42. Down by a whole lot. Combine not letting the pressure off.
You can't leave 13, Collin.
And flipping.
Good pass. And one, Collin Tanner. Collin Tanner has become really, really, really good at ripping, taking contact, and finishing at the glass, whether that's a dunk or a power layup. No need to reach.
Couple subs on now for TBS. Is into the game for the first time tonight, number 20, J.J. Wood. Wood, Lassiter, Taylor, Miller, and Randolph line the court in red. Ethan Goon getting some playing time now for Combine Academy, as well as a couple new faces onto the court. Asa Diallo. Davis Anderson Jr. All new group of guys out here to finish this one off in the last minute 13.
I just got a text message from my dad, told me to leave them sweets alone. My fault, Pops. Hope you're having a great evening watching the Hoop State Network. Carmel Christian Tip-Off Classic.
That bucket from flipping makes it a 15-point game. However, a minute and 13 left. Not too much TBS can do. Play strong till the end. Keep the culture up. Combine now down the court. Ethan Goon trying to dish it off to Anderson Jr. Loses it in his hands.
That's the true definition of scoop lay. I didn't see that. I didn't see that one coming.
Stephen Lassiter.
For real, bro. Like, that was a very awkward layup at the moment, because like I thought he was gonna dunk. So in my mind, I was like, I didn't want Ethan Goon. And my number 20 for Combine, Ethan Goon, Miles said he has the best name in the state. I didn't want him to take him out the air or anything like that. But tricky layup, he scored it. Ethan Goon, oh, he blocked it. Didn't even let him get the three-point attempt off. Pat Bev, get in the books.
Bucket for the Goats. Steady the lead even further. The reserves on the bench getting some nice playing time. Shot up and off for Lassiter. His rebound now going back the other way. Combine 20 seconds left. Anderson Jr. He'll dish it back up to the top. Trying to just run the clock down now. 10 seconds left. Shot up just inside the arc. Foot on the line. Can't get the bank to go. It's Aiden Alston, but under the basket and a bucket. Put your name in the scoreboard. Elhadii Diallo. And that one will do it. Your final 69-52 as Combine Academy pulls away in the fourth to beat the Burlington School.
To close it out, game was way closer than the final score looks. TBS had a great showing, played extremely hard. Combine and their firepower and their weapons, Flowers, Passmore, Demary Jr., Collin Tanner, it just was too much for TBS to overcome. Coming up next, Northwood, Carmel Christian. Stay locked in with us. Hoop Stay Live.